Am I making this video because I genuinely want you, the community, to give me some feedback on this? Because it's very bizarre, okay? In my country, this doesn't happen. And I just want to know whether or not you think it's okay or whether or not you think it's acceptable. So, human courtmanship, which has existed for thousands of years and millennia, dictates that in overwhelming amount of cases, it is the man that makes the first step. So, a man sees a woman, he likes that woman, his heart starts throbbing, it goes da-dum, da-dum, da-dum. He's experiencing bizarre feelings. And then it's up to him to make the first step. Like, he has to approach her in some way and ask her out. Like this, I think, since Og, the caveman, left the cave and he found Ogina, has been through all the way up until the gender studies professors and the enlightened, tax-paid money university academics has said, no, that is sexismus. It is not okay because it empowers the cisgender, heteronormative, patriarchal, capitalist society which gives me the tax money to do my job, and that is a bad thing, goddammit. So now we understand that that is not the way. You do not approach a woman, and instead you do what? Like, this is what I want to know. How exactly is dating supposed to happen? On Tinder, that's it? Like, you need to go to social media, my private company that can do whatever it wants to date. Anything else is unacceptable, right? Like, if you approach a woman in any other situation, you may ask, well, what's the worst that can happen? Well, it turns out that the worst that can happen is that she makes a viral TikTok video and then the newspapers write about you. Look. Am I saying that what this guy did is okay? I mean, if we hyper-analyze it, if I sit my ass in the comfort of my own home and I'm like, did he do okay? What are the implications? Like, is he representing the company? Look, I mean, when football players are kneeling on the field at the NHL, that is free speech. When this guy is asking this lady out through an interesting method, that is harassment. That is of sexual nature. The media needs to have a public statement about it. And what is the punishment that he should face is another thing. Well, the people with the pitchforks should come, get him fired, make him suffer from hunger, unable to pay his bills. Hopefully, he gets to be in a ditch somewhere and no one looks at him, right? Because that is the correct way to handle social justice. I mean, what he did can only be punished like that, getting him fired. I don't know, man. It's just, you know, because I'll tell you why. All right, let's look at this. A woman who has left a creepy note. And by the way, I will tell you the difference, because a lot of feminists go, it's like, oh, you need to figure out the difference between creepy and approachable. And the difference is whether or not the woman likes the man, right? Like, if Hassan Piker, harder, I've been told, would have done this, I should have probably liked it. I should have found it adorable. But if some random guy does it, ew. You know, I go by the rule of you should have one attempt. I mean, like, if you try once, it should be allowed. More than that, it shouldn't. Then I would say, yeah, like, harassment would imply something repetitive. Like, after the woman says no, he keeps trying. And by the way, I have seen, and we're going to go into that in a bit, but I have seen women making articles complaining that romanticism is gone. Like, there was this big post on Reddit, and a lot of women gave it upvotes because apparently they resonated with that post. And they were saying that, oh, well, you know, like, there was this guy that I liked, and he asked me out, and I said no because I wanted to see him keep trying. Like, I wanted to see him work for it, and he just stopped. And I'm like, yeah, no fucking shit. I mean, look what can happen with a guy that just tries it once. And it's so cute. It's like secret message. It's, oh, God. So a woman who has left a creepy note has admitted she doesn't think she can return to the coffee shop. I mean, I guess, dude, whatever. At least she has the money to buy the gas to go to the coffee shop. At least she can go to a coffee shop, unlike the people over the border in Ukraine. But what am I talking about? I mean, this is the real issues. This is what I want to read in the Sun. Okay? Because, like, I'm not saying that what she's experiencing is the worst hardship humankind can muster. But what I'm saying is, why the fuck do I have to read about it? From the Sun. I mean, this is a paper which is supposed to talk about things that the public cares about. So, I, as a member of the public, needs to be informed that some cringe barista level twat has tried to pick up this lady who is now so upset. So, oh my fucking god, how did this happen? The peasant looked at me, and now that the Sun is writing about her struggle. And look at her, you know, like, she's smiling. Does this seem like a person that is going through hard stuff in life? Can you imagine if she receives negative criticism on her TikTok message? Like, then the Guardian would write about it. Then it escalates, right? This woman was left stunned. Oh my gosh, she was left stunned, horrified. I'm really curious. You know what I would want to do? If I could. I would pay money to do this. Like, go ask her mother. Go ask her grandmother. Go ask her great-grandma. Obviously, I can't. But if I had the power to do anything, I would ask, like, all the women in her family line how they met their significant other before Tinder. Like, how did it happen? How did her mother met her father? How did her grandfather met her grandma? How did that happen? Were they the ones that initiated? Or is it that she probably has, like, a low-level disdain towards people who operate in the barista profession? Like, if it was a medical doctor, then maybe she would have been like, but a barista? Oh! He'd also drawn an arrow down to the small print to the back of the cup. And he said, careful, you're extremely hot. Ahaha, just happened at Starbucks, she wrote on the video before adding in the caption that she was never going to go back there. Again, like Starbucks, the place where they have the overpriced coffee, right? Am I the only one who's treating the story as if it's a member of the peasantry having the audacity, the gall, to look up at a princess, at a member of nobility? Again, like, it's not the problem that she got offended. It's not the problem that she overreacted. The question is why the fuck is the Sun writing about it? That's my question. Why is the Sun writing about a cringe interaction between a barista and the princess? Can anyone tell me? Is there anyone that can honestly give me an answer so I don't die stupid? Apparently, people are divided on this. Oh, wow, like, I thought I was the only one with common sense, but people are stealing my thunder. That was smooth, though, not gonna lie. One person wrote, well, you need to check your thinking there, young man. You need to check your thinking, or maybe the BBC is going to write an article about you. Maybe Zelensky is going to appear at the European Union Parliament, and after talking about his struggle in Ukraine, he can also talk about this shit. While another added, be glad someone made their shot. It's rare these days. You know what? Yes, it is rare these days. Yes, it is definitely rare these days, and I'm saying this because I'm reading what women are saying on Reddit and Twitter. Now, I just want to say, I'm already married, in case you didn't know, in case you just joined my channel. I'm already married. I don't give a shit about this. Other women give a shit about this. And ladies, if you're complaining why men aren't hitting on you, this is the reason why. Okay? Because it's like, well, what's the worst that can happen? Well, I mean, you can get your name plastered in a newspaper. I'm fucking real, man. I'm fucking real. There are people that are absolute horrible at their job. I mean, absolutely horrible. There are economists who get it wrong. And they can cause untold levels of suffering. And they don't get fired. Nothing happens to them. But if you're being cringe, you get fired immediately. This is probably illegal. You could sue. I usually have a lot of things to say. You know, in fact, people complain that I talk too much. But there are certain situations like this where I literally don't know what to say. Imagine getting sued because you're trying to hit on a girl. And you're a teenager, right? Because like he's probably a teenager. He needs to go on Tinder or OkCupid or Grindr, right? Like that's how people mate nowadays. The imbecilic tomfoolery has gone too far. They forgot to scrub the "you're out." Whatever, you know, it is. But I'm really curious if you guys can tell me why is this on the paper? Why is this mainstream news? Huh? Can you figure out like how many negative interactions you had with people in your life? Like how many times a girl did something bad to you? Or even another guy? And ask yourself, why wasn't that mainstream news? Let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you in the comment section. Take care.